Hey everyone, welcome back to Williamson Ridge Outdoors. Today, we are going to be gathering up a little bit of firewood. We've got a little special purpose for this firewood, actually. I've been invited to participate in Splitter Wars 2.0 with several other channels, and what we're doing basically is kind of showcasing different ways to split firewood and different splitters, and kind of seeing which methods are the fastest and the easiest. Of course, everybody knows that when you're splitting wood with a maul, that's going to be a lot harder than using a splitter, but is it faster? And can a person using a maul keep up with somebody using a splitter, or even a residential splitter versus commercial splitter? That's kind of what this whole thing's about, these different types of splitters, different ways of splitting, and kind of giving people an idea of all the benefits and machines and stuff out there to be able to do this, or whether you just want to do it by hand, the old-fashioned way. So before we get started gathering our firewood, I'd just like to give a special thanks to Roger over at Tractor Tech for putting this whole thing together. I think it's really cool to get us 6 channels together and kind of have these different ways of splitting wood and being able to showcase our splitters and our methods of being able to do this. So he's made a few rules, though, that we all kind of have to follow to kind of try to make the competition or comparison fair. For all the guys with wood splitters, we've got to have 50 rounds, and they've got to be between 8 and 10 inches a round. And they all have to be good hardwoods. You can't use any softwoods like pine or anything like that, or even a soft hardwood like poplar or something that's just real easy to split. So he's trying to make it as fair as possible for all these comparisons to kind of be even with each other, so that you really get the method of splitting or the splitter itself, or, you know, it's just a fair comparison. I really like that. So anyways, it's pretty cool, and I do have to have a helper, and I have that lined out. I've got my buddy Lyle coming from JLR Farm again to help me out. He's going to be moving some rounds for me while I'm running the splitter. So the other channels besides Tractor Tech that are participating in Splitter Wars 2.0 are Our Greene Acres, Woolys World, Tractor Man 44, Homestead Jay, and of course me, Williamson Ridge Outdoors. This should be really fun. I'm really looking forward to doing this. I'll leave links to all these videos down in the description below. That way you can just go down there and check out their channels. We're actually going to be using our Milwaukee M18 Fuel 16-inch chainsaw, battery chainsaw. I've been using this saw a little bit, and I have some videos coming up of that. I have been very impressed with this. So let's get started. Let's get us some trees down. Let's get our pile started up so we can get into our splitter wars. So as you can see, I have some orange paint on this tree, which that's because I previously went around and kind of marked some trees that were in the size range that I could use for the Splitter Wars 2.0 videos, which are supposed to be between 8 and 10 inches. So this one actually works in that area. This is a nice little maple tree, but the top of it is really just crooked out, and it actually overhangs my yard a fair amount. What I've been trying to do, actually you'll see in some upcoming videos, is cut trees out of the edge of the yard because I can't get grass to grow down in this area, and the slope of the yard is washing out, and I'm trying to get some sunshine on it to where grass will grow and kind of hold that together. So that's one reason that this tree was selected. I've got another one over here that's a bit bigger, but as it narrows down, it'll come down into small enough to get some good pieces out of it. It's a nice little cherry tree. We'll see how many rounds we get and go from there. this is for those of you that are wondering how much wood that the Milwaukee M18 fuel actually cut. I cut down the tree, limbed the tree, and sawed it into 59 pieces on one charge. No stopping, no overheating with the saw, all in one shot using the 12 amp hour battery. So I have to say that's pretty impressive for a battery saw. I have a couple other battery saws, which you can check out the videos on those. The Atlas series saws, I've got a 40 volt and an 80 volt. If you'd like to kind of see how they compare. But here pretty soon we're going to have a head-to-head comparison with all of those battery saws, so we can kind of see in real time, side by side, which ones are the fastest, which ones are the most powerful, and which ones last the longest. So stay tuned for all that. But I just thought you'd like to know on this one, we've got 59 pieces of wood, plus we limbed the tree and sawed it down from the stump. I'm impressed. I can't help but just be impressed with this battery saw. I don't think that it would ever really replace my gas saws, but I'm really liking this one.